Hello, Jill. Guess what?
Hello, Mr. Corbett.
Hello, Jill. Guess what?
What?
If I said something that's been worrying a lot of us now for a long time, that has finally been resolved, would that give you the answer?
What?
Something that's been on Mr. Robinson's mind for some time now, and won't he be pleased?
You're leaving.
No.
Dawson's leaving.
No, not as good as that. Look, a certain document, beginning with a letter not a million miles from P.
Oh, I give up.
I found the Potter invoice.
Oh! Good.
Listen, it took a bit of doing, dear, but I finally did it. Mr. Robinson's going to be rather pleased. I found the Potter invoice. 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 I found the Potter.
Good morning.
I found. Good morning, sir. Good morning. We're just celebrating a bit, you know. I've got some rather pleasing news for you, sir. Yes. Guess what? No, you don't have to guess. I found the Potter invoice. 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 I found the Potter invoice.
Thank you. Good.
He seemed rather pleased, didn't he? Did he seem rather pleased to you? Well, I mean, he is the boss, Jill. I mean, he can't afford to show his feelings too much. It wouldn't be right for a man in his position to jump up and down and go, yippee, I've got the Potter invoice, would it? But I should think that inwardly he's pretty elated. Well, fairly pleased. Well, pleased. Wasn't a bit pleased, the miserable old heat. Didn't even smile. Blast the bloody Potter invoice. Well, thank you anyway, Jill, for listening to me. I'm sorry I got a bit impatient. May I say you're looking rather nice today?
Oh, you're looking rather good yourself. I can see you as Buttons.
My Buttons? No, it's a zip. You don't get me that.
Oh, no Buttons at the fancy dress dance. I'm going as Queen of the Fairies. What are you going as?
Oh, nothing. I don't believe in this dressing up fast. It doesn't suit me to dress up. This is Dawson's idea, isn't it? Cyril Dawson's idea. Why does it have to be so different when Cyril's on the entertainments committee, I ask myself. Look at that. Pantomania, very original.
I wonder what he's going as.
King Rat. Shouldn't wonder. What is he up to? There's something in it for him, you know. He's always thinking of number one. Selfish to the end. I'm surprised Mr. Robinson's standing for this nonsense, really. What is Scylla up to? Do you know? Is there something in it for
I
him?
don't care. To be fun. See you in the canteen. Bye.
Yes, all right then, dear.
Oh, Ronnie!
I take it all back, Cyril. Very entertaining. Have you been at the margarine again?
No, it's for Shand and accounts.
Well, Shand won't thank you for that, because Shand, in common with the rest of us, is going along in a suit. We are going as pantomime insurance brokers, the ones who insured the Emperor of Morocco against a plague of rats.
Please yourself, but most people seem to be entering into the spirit of the thing.
Fancy dress, it's so juvenile.
I think it's absolutely marvellous.
Do you really think it's absolutely marvellous? I'd have you know, Cyril, that I've been to one or two of these. You get all dolled up, and after you've been there for 5 minutes, you wish you were in a suit again, standing like prats. I, for one, shall be going as Ronnie Corbett, Esquire, and I cannot see Mr. Robinson sweeping in as an ugly sister. He won't thank you for it.
That's just where you're wrong. Actually, it's his wife's idea.
Oh, you've been along there, have you, Miss Cyril?
Oh, she did invite me round for drinks a couple of times, and as a matter of fact, she's asked Mary and I round to dinner next week.
Oh, Cyril running true to form. We've all got to make fools of ourselves so that you can get in with the boss's wife. I knew it! I knew it!
I can't understand why you always jump to the conclusion that everything I do has an ulterior motive.
Because it has.
It's purely coincidental. As entertainment secretary, I have to liaise with Mr. Robinson's wife because she's an ex officio member of the committee.
Officio? Is she an ex officio?
The very fact that I'm able to get on well with a lot of people and the boss at the same time is a happy accident, one of the perks of my position, that's all. I should imagine that Mr. Robinson is favourably impressed.
Dawson, would you kindly inform your colleagues that I'm tired of being asked if I'm appearing as Widow Twanky, and would they kindly get on with some work? Corbett, I'd like to see you for a minute.
Well, he certainly seemed to be impressed. If you'll excuse me, Your Majesty.
It's your wife, sir.
Oh, thank you. Hello, dear. Could I call you back? Oh, very well then, just for a minute. No, not Widow Twanky. I thought I made that quite clear. Now, listen to me, Poppet. As I said, I understand completely. Hello? Hello, are you still there? Darling, speak to me, Hilda. Oh, please don't sulk. Hello, darling. Oh, we'll talk about it later. Yes, I promise I will. Well, of course I love you. Well, I can't now. Oh, very well then. Badger loves Mousy. What? Badger loves Mousy. Corbett. Corbett.
Sir, I'm sorry to walk in like that, but I didn't want to badger you. I didn't want to bother you, sir, when you were making a personal call. Not that I knew you were.
Corbett, I just want to go through the Potter invoice with you because I'm seeing Mr. Potter this afternoon. There's one thing I hate, is all this refusing to speak. I just don't know how to deal with it.
Well, I should deal with it by post, sir.
Post? No, I mean the way they cry and sulk and then threaten to leave you.
Do they?
Oh, yes, it goes on all the time. I mean, a new dress or not kissing them goodbye in the morning and things like that. Why on earth should a man in my position be expected to appear in public in a dress? I mean, how would you deal with this sort of thing?
Well, it seems a bit strange, sir, for a wholesale poulterer, I must say. Well, Mr. Potter, a dress, good God, I should
I
be
was
very
talking
careful.
about my wife, Corbett.
With Mr. Potter, sir? Oh, I am sorry. I never realized.
Will you forget Mr. Potter, Corbett?
Sir, I have already banished him completely from my mind, and my lips are sealed on this matter, sir, and I
Corbett.
You must be going through it.
Look, I just don't want to wear a fancy dress for the dance. I don't approve of it.
Well, neither do I, sir.
And your wife?
Well, she was pretty keen, but I managed to talk her out of it. I was quite firm about it, of
you're
course.
right,
Yeah, I was quite firm, and I really
Yes,
did.
I must take a firmer stand.
You must take a firmer stand.
Well, then there'll be at least two of us just sensibly dressed.
Of course, sir. Wonderful. I mean, I told her, I was really frank about it. I said I was not dressing up as something silly because I'd be miserable. And in fact, we'd all be miserable.
You're right, Corbett.
No, I have been quite firm on this matter, sir. I really did, Yeah, I was quite positive about it. And I really did, I must say, on this occasion, put my foot down. I really did, in a way that I have never previously hitherto done. I put my foot down, sir, and I said I was not dressing up. Well, I put on a moustache. A big one. Or I could, Laura, speak to me. Look, Laura, I can't put on that bloody outfit you've got upstairs. I can't. Let's discuss it. Let's discuss it sensibly. Look, we can't discuss it sensibly, dear, unless you discuss it. I can discuss it with myself, but that's not good enough. I want us to discuss it. Look, Laura, I do understand, dear, darling, sweetie pie, heart. I do, sweetie pie, understand that you spent a lot of time making the costume, dear. I do understand that. And I do remember that I did say I wouldn't be seen dead, very ill. I would not be seen very ill in the costume, I said, however good it was. And yours is excellent.
Why don't you try it on, then?
Oh, you're speaking. Oh, that is nice. It is nice you speak, because it's so frustrating when you don't speak, Little chit-chat we get, Hello? Kitten Witten? Panther Wanther is talking to Kitten Witten. You get very angry, and Panther Wanther doesn't want to get angry and start throwing things about. Panther Wanther is going to ring up Kitten Witten's mother and tell her she's an old boiler. Panther Wanther is going off to the pub. Panther Wanther is Phil right up to here with it, you see. Oh, look at that.
Oh, right.
Panther Wanther's cut his finger now.
Oh, look, tie it.
Panther Wanther it's all
Put that around it
bleeding.
now. Hold it up, dear. Lie back. I'll
get him a plaster for you.
Yeah, look at that. Bleeding, dear. Bleeding.
I am so sorry, dear. It's all my fault. I didn't mean it, really. I didn't mean it. We won't go. We won't go.
Oh, we must go.
Well, all right, we'll go, but we won't bother to dress up.
But you spent all that time
Oh,
making...
well, that doesn't matter, dear. It's all right. It was silly of me to be so
It was
selfish. I
silly
am
of me.
sorry.
It was silly of me to be selfish. Silly to worry about looking silly, isn't it? I mean, one looks silly enough as it is. Why have trivial arguments over things like this?
Well, I quite agree. Right. I mean, what does it matter what we go like?
Quite. So we
will-
won't.
Oh, Ronnie. Mary's going to go dressed up. Everybody will be dressed up except us, and it'll be awful.
All right, I'll
Really
go and try it on. I'll go and try it.
Well, I mean, not if you really don't want
I don't
to.
mind
if you
it.
feel awful.
Doesn't matter, dear. What we look like. Who cares, dear? It's us that counts, really.
Oh. Oh, Lord. Oh, hello, Cyril.
Hello, Laura. I wondered if you'd pop round and have a word with Mary. She doesn't seem keen, doesn't want to go to the dance in costume, and I thought if you both were, she'd feel... Is Ronnie?
Well, to tell you the truth, we were just discussing it. Look, come on in. Would you like a drink?
Oh, thank you. I have a sherry.
Right.
I wondered if you'd have a word with Ronnie and perhaps persuade him to wear something. I know he was very against wearing anything this morning.
Oh, gosh, sherry's all gone. No, wait a minute. Do you mind dry?
No, thank you.
Right.
Ronnie, come out.
I can't come out, dear, looking like this.
Oh, Ronnie.
Well, get rid of him.
Oh, don't be silly. He's seen you.
I'm not coming out while he's there. Look, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll creep round the front, cough 3 times, and you let me in the front door.
Oh, all right.
Cyril, Ronnie seems to be a bit busy with something or other just at the moment, but, and he suggested perhaps we could come round to your house in a moment or two. Would that be all right?
Dear Mother Laura, I'll see you both tomorrow.
Right, I'll see you. Bye-bye, then.
Cyril, about this fancy dress.
I'm glad to see you changed your mind.
What do you mean? I've been doing some gardening. I'd better slip off these old things, I think, dear, and get down to that. I'll see you tomorrow, then, Cyril.
Good night, Laura.
Good night.
Good night, Ronnie.
Good night, Cyril.
Damn it, he's seen me now.
We saw you before.
No, I don't think he noticed. I felt such a fool. Why did you...
Well, you looked as though you were enjoying yourself when you first came
Well, in the privacy of my own house, dear, I might very well have been enjoying myself. That's neither here... No, darling, would you please sit down? I want to talk to you, Anna. Will you sit down?
All right, dear.
Now, Laura, I have been thinking about this costume quite calmly and clearly, and I do realize you put a lot of work into it, and I do appreciate it. But setting that aside, dear, I must tell... What's the matter, dear? Have I said something amusing or something like that? I mean,
It's just you talking like that and looking like that.
Well, what's wrong with the way I look, dear?
It's your legs.
What's wrong with my legs, dear?
They're tight.
Well, I thought they were rather a good fit, as a matter of fact. I'm sorry that you...
Yeah, I think you've forgotten to put something on, dear.
Darling, the horns and the hat are on the sideboard. We know it's not complete.
No, dear, I didn't mean that. I meant...
Listen, I know what you mean. Listen, darling, putting that aside. Putting that aside, dear. Putting what you just said aside, dear. That's neither here nor there, dear. Look, listen, dear. Mr. Robinson and I have both agreed, dear, not to go to this fancy dress costume, if you see what I mean. So as far as the fancy dress is concerned, I'm sorry, no fancy dress.
Waddington. Your name, please?
Corbett, but...
Mr. and Mrs.
Wait a minute.
Your name, sir?
Corbett, but there's any need to announce at all. Just...
Mr. and Mrs. Corbett.
Oh, now, come on, Ronnie. It's not going to look at me. Might as well. Everybody else is in fancy dress.
Hello. I'm just going to put this coat away.
All right, yeah, I'll go and do mine. I'll see you in a minute.
Mr. and Mrs.
Shut up! Goodness sake.
Hello, Ronnie.
Hello, Tim.
Timothy Printle.
Hello, Tim. Look at them. They're all so embarrassed here they don't know where to look.
Ah, Tim, I don't think you've met my friend Nigel.
Oh, this is Betty. Hello.
Hello, Betty.
Where's the bar?
Through there, I think.
I can't wait to get this lot off, I'll tell you.
Neither can I. I think Cyril Dawson's gone a bit far here.
You're telling me?
Have you seen Mr. Robinson at all?
No. Hey, that's his wife over there, so they tell me.
Good God! Prince Charming steaming in there, isn't he? Tell me, what does Mr. Robinson come as?
Nothing, if he's any sense. Well, I'm going to get drunk.
Yes, not a better. Oh dear, it's so embarrassing. Shall we put the coats up or something? Thank you. Hello, Jill. Do you know Laura, my wife? This is Jill.
Hello?
Mr. Robinson's secretary, dear. Have you seen Mr. Robinson at all, Jill?
Oh, he was here. He asked if you were here and then he went out again.
Oh, there you are. You see.
Excuse me.
Sorry. There you are. Mr. Robinson's come, found he's the only one not in fancy dress here, and gone away. If he comes back, finds me like this, we will be in trouble. I'm going to take this off.
Oh, Ronnie, now
No, I'm
don't be
sorry.
such...
Ronnie!
Yes?
Ronnie, I just wanted to thank you very much for falling in with the spirit of the thing.
Falling in with the spirit, I'm taking most of this
I'm
off.
so glad you joined in.
Corbett. Corbett. Corbett, is that you?
Is that you, sir? Not that it's me, Corbett, that is.
It is you, Corbett, isn't it?
Yes, yes, it is, oh, God. Hello, sir?
Are you wearing anything special, Corbett?
No.
No, neither am I.
Oh, good.
You put your foot down then.
Yes, I did, yes.
Good, quite right. I think I should be leaving rather early.
Yes, I shall be probably leaving early too, sir,
A
yes.
few phone calls to make. I'll see you later at
Yes,
the bar.
yes, all right, sir. All right, I'll see you later.
Later on then.
Yes, much later, sir. There we are. Thank you.
Your wife's idea?
Yes, sir. Yours, sir?
Yeah.
Yes.
What can you do?
Well, quite. What can you do?
Well, I'm glad about that. I was rather worried that you...
You were worried, sir, were you? Yes, I was a bit worried too, sir, yes.
Well, I suppose we have to make the best of it and go on in.
Yes.
I fancy a few large ones.
Sorry, you fancy a few, sorry, what?
A few large ones.
Oh, yes, sir, yes, so do I.
You should see my wife.
Have fun?
You should see my wife.
I did, sir, yes.
Well, then you'll know what I mean.
Yes.
Well, come on then, let's go in after you.
All right, sir, you follow me. There we are, sir.
Oh, Mr. Robinson, sir. I say, what a splendid costume. I've just been talking to some of the judges, and I should say that the fancy dress competition was a foregone conclusion. A mere formality.
Shut up, Dawson.
Come on, please. What has happened?
Mrs. Robinson's fainted.
Here, stand back, everybody. Let Mrs. Robinson breathe.
Get out of the way, Dawson. Hilda, can you hear me? It's her own bloody fault. I warned her about that thing. This is bad enough.
Now, stand back, everybody. Everything's all right.
How can we get her out, sir?
Perhaps some brandy, sir.
You don't even know where our mouth is. Get out of my way. Come on, Corbett, give me a hand.
Let me help, sir.
Oh, gosh, she's fainted again. Look, we've got to get her out of here.
Easier said than done. It took a hard 3/4 of an hour to get in.
Does the holly pull out, sir?
No.
Goodness, tip her on her side. She'd probably get some air that way, sir. What's it made of?
Fiberglass.
If she got in, we should be able to heave her out, sir.
I shouldn't have thought it was particularly good for someone unconscious inside a fiberglass ball to be forcibly removed.
Yes, sir, the ambulance is on its way now.
She was suffocated by that time. We must get in there and give her some air.
The garage, sir.
The garage?
Yes, next door, sir, the all-night garage. If we carried it around there, they're bound to have some wire cutters
You know,
or
that's the
something.
first sensible thing you've said for some time, Dawson.
Come on, let's...
Excuse me, sir. May I just...
Excuse me, there. All right. Yes, I'm sorry. That's it. Just a question of that.
Hello, I say. I say. Quick, have you got some wire cutters or something like that? My wife is on there pudding, a drill or a screwdriver, anything. Well, she's fine. Just gone to freshen up. Oh, dear.
I'm most frightfully sorry, sir. I mean, I can hardly foresee.
That's all right, but don't encourage my wife in the future.
Oh, I don't think it was Cyril's fault entirely, sir.
No, well, this will certainly curb her enthusiasm. In fact, in some strange way, I'm rather pleased that this happened this evening.
Well, shall we...
Let's.
Yes, let's go to the bar.
Many thanks. Hello, I'm being scrambled. Many thanks indeed. We have to do